Welcome to Always Dolls, and thanks for spending your time with us. Today we are joining an American Girl sewing collab hosted by awesome YouTube channel Dolls Rescued. On their channel, Mana and Darren create, review and share so many wonderful items for dolls of all sizes. If you'd like to check them out, a link is in the description box and we'll update it to include all the other fabulous channels that have participated. In our video, we share how to turn an It's So Easy 18-inch doll pattern into a Bollywood-inspired tap costume that is a mini version of Bethany's Glassi dance costume. So, let's get making! Here you can see the different fabrics we will be using. The basic doll top and bloomers are made from pink poly cotton and embellished with sparkle net, satin, chiffon and sequins. First, we will alter the length of the bloomers to finish below our doll's knee. Measure the distance. For us, that is an extra 6 centimeters, and add this to the pattern. Since we have extra pattern paper, we traced pattern piece 4, added the length to the leg section, then cut it out. Pin the new pattern to your fabric and cut out 2. Following the instructions, place the fabric good sides together and sew the center front seam. Unfold the pants to position your desired leg trim. We want a cuff. So cut a 5 centimeter wide strip of poly cotton, fold it in half horizontally and press flat. Lay the cuff raw edge matching the cut edge of the pant leg. Pin into position, then sew. Fold back the cuff and above your stitching line on the wrong side of the fabric, attach 14 centimeters of elastic, stretching it as you sew it down with a zigzag stitch. Repeat for the other leg. This is what we have so far. Now fold the fabric, good sides facing in, and sew the center back seam. Separate the legs to align, then sew the crotch seam. Finish the pants by turning over the raw edge of the waist to sew a casing. Leave a small gap near the center back seam to feed through more elastic. The pattern suggests a piece 28 centimeters for a snug fit around your doll. Knot or stitch your elastic tail ends, then sew up the gap. Turn the pants right side out and check the fit. Our costume is looking good so far. Switching to the top. We are adding a bodice overlay in rose satin to match the original design. To make these extra pieces, trace the original pattern front and back, measuring down 10 centimeters from the shoulder seam and match the curve of the hem. As per the instructions, cut the front on the fold and 2 back pieces. Lay the extra bodice parts on top, then stitch both shoulder seams. Now turn under and hem the neck and armhole areas. With your fabric good sides facing in, match up, then sew the side seams. On the inside, turn over the raw edges and sew. Now adjust the length of the top, raising the hem by 2 centimeters. Bethany's costume has a swatch of dark pink chiffon attached to the left side of the bodice. We did the same with a remnant piece, stitching it directly to the top, then hiding our seam under the bodice fabric. For that bling, we stuck small silver sequins to the chiffon with fabric glue. Over the right shoulder, the costume has a shawl made from tulle. We mimicked this by gathering a strip of pink poly cotton and overlaid it with tulle. Pin, then sew the shawl to the right shoulder seam of the top. Now partially stitch the outer edge to create an armhole. To close up the top, fit it on your doll to determine where to place your closures. We will use a tiny piece of Velcro. It was easier to hand sew the Velcro since the piece was so small, feeding the thread through the turned edge of the top to hide the stitches. Now we can dress our mini Beth, or truly me 24, in her mini Bollywood costume. For a matching headpiece, we sewed discs of gold cardstock to black ribbon and made a veil from more dark pink chiffon, then slipped it into the bun with a bobby pin. A big thank you to Dolls Rescued for sending us the Simplicity pattern. It was so much fun recreating Bethany's dance costume, so now her mini me can match. Thank you all for stopping by, and be sure to come back soon for more miniature crafting fun.